Now, those of us who represent people down there believe, and I'm now speaking for a large group of lawyers who are handling these cases pro bono, mostly in Washington and New York, a few of us in Chicago, that most of these people that are prisoners are not enemy combatants. They're not dangerous. And as I said when I testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee, they're about as dangerous as my younger granddaughter from San Diego. My older granddaughter remonstrated with me on the ground of a negative pregnant. You understand that? In other words, wait a minute, you said Corinne? How about me? You're saying I was dangerous? So anyhow, in the Wall Street Journal 2 days ago, this was reported. Now, the Wall Street Journal said, Guantanamo Bay is a great place. Let's put some more people there. That's what Mitt Romney said, too, okay? Any of you that are thinking of voting for him. This is, now I'm going to quote to you, this is their editorial from July 26th. Guantanamo harbors terrorists captured on the current battlefield while trying to kill Americans. The real goal of Guantanamo critics is to have these killers treated like common criminals in the American courts. In other words, you get the right of due process of law. The result of bringing Gitmo detainees into the U.S. criminal courts would inevitably be their widespread release, which is true, which means leaving them free to kill Americans again. Now, there is a difference between, as lawyers know and law students and most people that think about it, assertions that are not supported by anything, like, I believe in God. Okay, that's an assertion. That's a belief. This is a microphone. That's a fact. Okay? There's a difference. Have they ever proved that one of these people killed an American? Most of them weren't captured on a battlefield. And the people that I've been down there with haven't ever seen an American or anybody from the Northern Alliance. I've talked to them, and I've been to the secure facility where they keep the secret evidence. And if I were to utter what I found down there right now, a U.S. Marshal would come in and arrest me. I'd be indicted, so I can't tell you. But it's a joke. It's a complete sham. This report that just came out from the Combating Terrorism Center that got some publicity, where they showed that 95% of the people down there are dangerous and 75% were on the battlefield and trained and so forth. It's a bunch of assertions based on the combat status review tribunals. And if you read my article, you'll get a picture of what it's like to go through a combat status review tribunal. So it would be, what is your name? J.R. J.R., they say you were picked up with a rifle. What do you got to say about that? They say you were this. What do you got to say about that? Okay, got anything else you want to say? That's the end of the hearing. That's what the CSRTs were. No lawyer, no witness, absolutely no witness. When the detainee asked the president of the tribunal to explain, for example, while living in Bosnia, the detainee associated with an al-Qaeda operative, guy said, give me his name. Tribunal president, I don't know. This is the trial they got, all right? Detainee is in close association with and planned to travel to Pakistan with a individual who later engaged in a suicide bombing. He's possibly a suicide bomber. The detainee, where are the explosives? What bombs? I certainly cannot answer because this is the first time I've seen this evidence. It's my understanding that anything remaining concerning this individual is in the classified section. Now, some of you may think that I'm exaggerating, okay? I would invite you to ask me to send you the material I gave to the Senate Judiciary Committee when I testified last September, when I sent the actual transcripts from which these are quotes. And you'll see I am not exaggerating. That is precisely what's happened. So the people that get the military commissions are really the few lucky ones, okay? Because at least they're brought in front of a court and something's going to happen to them. Most of these people will languish in these cages until, through the grace of their captors, the United States government, they're released. And so I will close by quoting the very end of my article here, and then, if I can find it, one other little thing I said. We have covered our nation in ignominy and made prisoners into martyrs. I fear our children and theirs will pay a heavy price for what has occurred at Guantanamo Bay. And the other thing I wrote, oh, it's in an op-ed that I can't get published. That's it. I just sent it to the Wall Street Journal knowing they will not publish it. But I figured, the hell with it, I'm going to send it anyhow. I sent it yesterday. Nietzsche. Those who fight monsters should be careful not to turn into monsters themselves. Thank you.